Hum Aapke Kaun, Maine Pyar Kiya were dubbed into Telugu, Tamil, and they were huge hits here. If the language of the film is, the predominant language of the film is emotion, I really, really believe that film will travel across the boundaries. I really like Alia. I adore her a lot. It was a small role, but it's a very, very important role in bringing these two forces together. Interesting female lines that are running in my mind. A queen called Rani Apakka. And there is one psychological thriller.
So one thing, as a viewing experience that I really took away from the film was that the film showcases the freedom struggle of India in the most honest manner, in terms of that everyone contributed, all the communities contributed. You've shown a Sikh guy, Tarak is undercover, like he's playing a Muslim with Muslim families, and he's protecting them. Then obviously Ram Charan is this from as well. So this representation of various communities coming together to safeguard the motherland, how crucial do you think is it for you as a creative person?
Let me be truthful to you. My intention is not to show that, okay, in this film I'll show all the communities have come together. No, that is not my intention. But at the back of my mind, I knew that as a story, everyone needs to come together, to join hands, to make what this country is about. I haven't told this to many people. When the Telangana agitation was going on, when the state separated, two Telugu-speaking states separated, there was a lot of animosity between brothers. Telugu people, we are all brothers, but it was like, okay, Telanganites and Andhrites were, a lot of online banter was going on, saying we are good, you are bad, you are bad, we are good. This kind of thing. It pained me a lot. So, but the sentiments were so high, the tempers were so high, and I didn't know how to address it. I mean, I'm just a film writer. I'm a storyteller. I didn't know how to express it, but at the back of my mind, it was there. And when the thought struck me that one hero from Telangana, one hero from Andhra can come together and join hands and becoming friends, it's my way of telling we are brothers, and when I show at one point of time that Tarak is undercover as a Muslim, and when they join their hands together and say Raju and Akhtar, it is my way of telling we are one. I don't put it on the face. I don't tell that in dialogues. I won't say Hindu Muslim bye Telangana Andhra brothers. I won't put it in words, but subconsciously for me that is that we are one. We are not separate, and only when we are one can we become a strong force. Separated, definitely. We cannot be a strong force.
Absolutely. In fact, so I interviewed Yash the other day, and so I spoke to him that you are hearing all these pan-India and regional cinema, that South is not region anymore discussion, so you must be tired of it. So I asked him that, do you think that this acceptance of films that started with Bahubali, the way it is happening, do you think it is the beauty of the diversity of India? And he said that our cultural differences should not be our weakness, they should be our strength. And that's what we saw starting with Bahubali, and obviously RRR is showcasing that. No more a Telugu film. It's cutting, it's having emotions all across the country, even let's say Calcutta, the interiors of UP and Bihar and Rajasthan. Do you find that fascinating? As Ram, what you said, with one cinema, one India. Do you find that fascinating?
Really, really fascinating. But frankly, I have believed it for a very long time.
Mm.
Uh, I mean, and we had examples. It's not that Bahubali was the first film that people liked across India. We had Roja, we had Bombay from Maniratnam sir, who made films long back, which were dubbed into Hindi, and they got accepted. It is just that we didn't follow them up. And probably you might not know, Hum Aapke Kaun, Maine Pyar Kiya were dubbed into Telugu, Tamil, and they were huge hits here.
My God.
The music was as big hit as any Telugu or Tamil film, or larger. It is just
Wow.
that we thought it was one-off phenomena and we didn't follow them up. So it
Interesting.
is not the first time. So I had this belief, if the emotions strike the people, the language barrier can be crossed. Of course, we need to put a lot of effort to it, but but if the language of the film is the predominant language of the film is emotion and not just Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, or whatever, or regional uh, uh, nuances, I really, really believe that film will travel across the boundaries, and it traveled. I'm really, really happy with it, but I'm not satisfied. I still believe that we can go beyond countries into other languages. Bahubali proved a little bit with Japanese. I mean, it didn't go into the mainstream, but it crossed into Japan, who knew nothing about our culture and this thing. There was a small segment of hardcore fans for Bahubali in Japan, and now it's really, really heartwarming that there are a number of US people in US and UK, the Westerners, who are really, really liking RRR. Again, it's a small segment of people. We haven't penetrated into the mainstream, but for me, those are the challenges. It proves my point that we can travel across. I need to work a little bit harder to make it even more bigger and larger. Yes.
Right. So, as we have the example of Korean content, for example, sir. So it
Yes.
is why not Indian content? It can surely travel.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is amazing. I don't know the numbers. If you can get the numbers, please check the numbers. Uh, we think Korean pop and Korean drama has really exploded and such a great thing. But what we don't understand is because of Korean pop and Korean drama, the escalation in Korean food, in Korean cosmetics is mind-bogglingly high.
Absolutely.
No, the escalation of Korean drama and Korean pop might be just 1 to 10 rupees, but because of that, the Korean cosmetics and Korean foods is like 1 to 1,000, and that happened because of Korean drama and Korean pop. That is soft power. That is what called soft power, and that is
Absolutely.
a really, really great thing that we should really look into it, understand, and try to apply for us. Because I truly believe, as a nation, as a culture, we are much more colorful, much more stronger, much more diverse, and much more beautiful than any other country in the world.
That's so beautiful. All right, sir. And so one thing I want to ask you in all earnestness. It is something that I'm not looking for any sensation element. I have a lot of respect for you. In my last interview, you had great things to say about Alia. With
Yeah.
all these rumors doing the rounds that apparently she's not happy with the way she has been projected in Triple R. How do you look at this rumor mongering happening? Because personally, I would love to see you guys collaborating in future, because I think she's a tremendous talent, and you had such amazing things to say about her in the promotions, because you were genuinely very happy with her as an artist. So how do you look at this rumor mongering that is happening, sir?
That happens. See, let me really say, Faridoon, if there is no rumor coming on your film, then you really have to worry about it. Okay, then it is not making an impact. No, once the film starts impact, then only the rumor mongers come in and they start talking something about it. Of course, which is a big BS. I really, really like Alia. I adore her a lot. For the kind of acting prowess she has. I really look forward to work with her again, and I'm sure that she says the same thing about me. We really clicked as an actor and a director. Of course, in the film, I didn't have a big role for her. The big role in the sense I didn't have a lengthy role for her. That is how the story is. And it's not that, we thought, okay, we'll make a big role and we cut it short. No, we always knew it was it was a small role, but it's a very, very important role in bringing these two forces together. And that's what I told her, and she wholeheartedly agreed to it. We always knew that. And we are absolutely happy working together. And I really, really look forward to work with her again.
Would you want to make say a movie with say women in the main leads? Does that thought excite you?
I was being asked this question a lot, and when I was trying to answer the question honestly, people are not understanding my point of view. Maybe I'm making it complicated. Okay, let me put it very simply. I have 1,000 lines running in my head at any point of time. Okay, and when I sit to work on the next, whichever of these 1,000 lines, and they're constantly being they're being upgraded by my father, who drums more lines into my mind. So at the point of me sitting on the story discussion, whichever line pops up and grabs my attention and doesn't leave me, I will make that film. If it's a hero-oriented film, it's a hero-oriented film. It's a heroine-oriented film, it's a heroine-oriented film. If it's a comedy film, it's a comedy film. If it's a small film, it's a small film. It's a big film, it's a big film. It doesn't matter. And this is what I was trying to tell, but somehow it seems very complicated. I don't know why. To put it more simply, I have, if you ask me if there are any interesting female lines that are running in my mind, there are two lines. One is a line about a queen called Rani Apakka from the Kerala, Karnataka region. She had, many people doesn't know about her, but she has got a fantastic historic history and very, very what do you say, emotional and lot of pumping action, very high heroic moments that keeps running in my mind. And there is one psychological thriller, one of my friend who told me the line, which I thought is also very interesting, which is completely female oriented. Those lines also run in my mind. But like I said, at the point of writing, whichever line grabs my heart, I'll be going with that.